Hello, you beautiful souls. Today we are going to be talking about the 5 ways that your spiritual gifts may be being blocked. Let's get into it. Okay, first we should probably talk about what spiritual gifts even are. So everybody has different gifts. I, for example, am able to feel energy, so I am an intuitive empath, and what that means is that I have very strong intuition because I understand that I am an empath and that is how my soul works. And so an empath is someone that's able to feel and experience what other people or what other even animals are feeling. It's a very beautiful aspect about a soul that one continues to learn and discover the deeper they grow into this relationship of understanding who they are on a deeper level. But people can have all different kinds of gifts. Spiritual gifts is really just creative energy. A lot of it, people use it to be able to heal and be able to help people understand who they are. So astrology, psychic mediums, people that are able to sing in such healing frequency to be able to use a sound. So it's just, there's all different variations of what spiritual gifts can look like. Now, during this time in history, there's so many people that are waking up to experiencing these new sensations and feeling energies and being able to have intuitive knowing of what's going on or what someone else is feeling, and it's all very new because we haven't learned about this stuff. So what I've learned is that through my spiritual awakening and journey, these are all gifts that we have been given, that's a part of our soul's purpose, that are supposed to be utilized and understood and cultivated at this time in history. Okay, so now that we know what spiritual gifts are, let's get into the video of explaining what may be blocking you from your spiritual gifts. Just a disclaimer, the foundation of this information I got from a fellow light worker on YouTube. He goes by @Lionism. Check him out. His information is great. I just wanted to use his and then add to it because it was so aligned with what I've experienced as well. Okay, number 1 is being inauthentic with your true vibration. So what does that mean? We each have a vibration that our soul emits. They say that if you want to understand the universe, you need to understand it in terms of energy and vibration and frequency. And what that means is that our soul resonates at either low frequency or high frequency. There's different aspects that we are experiencing in our reality. This is why there's a lot of shifting of the 3D to the 5D, going up, becoming aware of higher dimensions that they can operate in. And what this basically means is that our higher self, a higher vibration of our soul, is wanting to work with us and come in and expand our consciousness. And so in that, we need to be able to understand what our authentic vibration and frequency is. But if we haven't done the work to figure that out, then we don't know what our true vibration and frequency is. So when you can almost see it as like a radio station. Everyone is tuning into different radio station, and each soul has a specific radio station that is specific to them, where they emit this beautiful music, beautiful energy, beautiful love. And when people tune into it, they're like, oh my gosh, this feels so amazing. I love this song. I love this vibration. I love this vibe. If the soul is tuning into another vibration, to another radio station, because that soul thinks that's how they're supposed to be, then they're going to be emitting that frequency and that vibration, but it's really not true to the vibration and frequency that they're supposed to be emitting that is on their radio station. So in that, they're not living in their full potential, and the full beauty of their soul is not being experienced because they are operating on a different radio station that isn't truly their content. You can see it that way. So anytime you speak from your heart, you resonate yourself into your higher self, and then you start operating with your higher self, what then allows you to experience a beautiful experience where people are able to enjoy your gifts and you're able to enjoy your gifts as well. Number 2 is feeling suppressed in specific environments. This one is so important. I learned this one all throughout my life. I always felt like I didn't really truly fit in. On the outside, I did a good job in acting and looking like I fit in, but internally I felt like I didn't fit anywhere. And so that's what drew me and called me to come to California and Los Angeles, because there's something about my soul that needed to find who I was in a new environment that wasn't suppressing me, in not allowing me to be who I truly knew I was supposed to be. So you want to be able to create a safe space for yourself to be able to have your soul be able to experience itself. And if you don't have that safe space, then you're always suppressing yourself by being in environments where you are living for other people instead of allowing your soul to bloom like it's supposed to. This can also look like relationships with people. So if you are in a relationship with someone or family and you're feeling super suppressed around them, like you can't be yourself and you're always putting on different characters and nobody really understands or knows who you are suppressing your soul. And so a way you can have these relationships help you is by asking these people in your life and these other souls, hey, could you hold space for me so I can be able to express my soul and talk about the things that are on my heart that I need to talk about? Even if I sound crazy, I just ask that you hold space, don't say anything, just let me express what I'm feeling because my soul feels suppressed. And when you do that, you'll then experience freedom, which will then free your soul up to experience and receive its gifts. Okay, number 3. This is one that a lot of us men do. Not allowing your emotions to flow. So emotion is energy in motion. That's actually what makes us human. That's what makes the higher dimensional beings, you could say the aliens, jealous of humanity, because we are able to experience emotion and feel what emotions feel like. So if you're always suppressing your emotion, you're creating energetic constipation, which is then blocking you from allowing your gifts to flow through you and to you. So it's important that as we evolve spiritually, we are allowing our emotions to flow so we don't create that energetic constipation that blocks us off from receiving our gifts. Number 4 is being too hyper-focused on structure, technique, rigidity, and seriousness. The soul is super playful. The soul is our inner child, you could say. And we've been groomed to be in these rigid, cold, structured societies that have created organized religion and explaining spirituality. And it's taken the playfulness and the lightheartedness out of our soul's experience, the playfulness that makes us who we are and makes us unique and makes us so creative. So when we focus too much on the structure that has been created for us to be able to experience and understand spirituality, it then becomes really heavy and becomes a burden because we're not leaving room for the lightness of our soul to play, and we're not allowing expansion to happen because we are creating too much density around how we think our gifts are supposed to flow. And this, again, for me looked like organized religion in different aspects that I'm still healing from to this day. Okay, and then number 5 is cutting off your empathy. We have not been able to understand empathy because we've been raised in a narcissistic society that has groomed us to glamorize narcissism and ego and making it think that it's all about service to self, when really the answer is it's service to all. So when we cut ourselves off from our empathy, then we cut ourselves off from understanding the connectedness that connects all of us to the animals and to the plants and to each other. And when you understand empathy, I like to see it as you see the world through the eyes of God, and God grants you this connectedness because you realize that everything has a God particle in it. You know, it's that essence, it's that beauty, it's that divinity, it's that sovereignty, it's even the pain, it's the anguish, it's what makes makes us human, it's what connects us to our human spirit, is what unites all of us, and that is understanding, that empathy that's all within us. And so a lot of times both empaths and narcissists come from a very wounded place because we haven't been able to understand our empathy and how powerful it truly is. So if you are aware that you are an empath and you're cutting yourself off from feeling and experiencing empathy because you think it's soft or you think it's what makes you weak, I encourage you to lean more into it, because that's what makes you strong, and that is your superpower, and that's what gives you the gift of being able to experience life on a whole new, deeper, profound level that taps you into gifts that are available to everyone, but only certain people that do the work and understand connection and empathy will be able to experience. Anyways, thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope you guys got some info from this to better help you on your conscious awakening journey. I will be making more videos, and yeah, thank you for being on this journey with me, and it is a pleasure. Take care.